So how was your weekend over in Houston?
No, it was good. I just went and spent time with baby girls.
There you go.
Got to
What a
go see my
time.
daughter. We hung out, man. We went to go eat at some like Asian place they had out there. It was nice. And got to go to the Barnes and Nobles and go shopping with her and stuff. Taking her out, her and her husband. Spending time with them and seeing the suegra, and the father-in-law and all that over there.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, they treated us, me and the boys, to some food, because they have a restaurant out there. So that was nice. Spent the weekend in Houston, came back yesterday. Or no, came back.
Had,
Yeah.
we had, I tell you, a crazy time this week.
So how was your weekend?
It was long, man. It was a lot. I'll just say that.
I bet. A
I
lot
gotta
of
see
stuff.
how I can do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got to talk about the event that we had too over at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, we do. There's a chat.
Sam Salinas is in the chat. What's up, Sam? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we do got to talk a lot about Fiesta, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Hey, guess how many Fiesta events I went to?
Zero. Friday was a day, man. Friday was a day before the first game. If
I was
Greg's
gone.
on here, he'll know. He'll know.
I was gone all weekend. I was out of town. Good morning, everybody. And this is the life that we chose, right? So we're here on a Monday, a victory Monday, celebrating a Spurs victory over the Portland Trailblazers as they go up 3-1 in the series. And Sean, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. A lot of, I'll just say a lot of drinks went down, that's for sure. A lot of drinks.
You gonna need a new liver?
Something like that, man. For the parade on Saturday, I really took it easy. I don't get me wrong, I had drinks, but it was not nearly what I usually do.
No. Yeah, well, that's good because it was a long weekend. You had to stay sober so you could watch the Spurs game yesterday.
I did.
You
I
know?
was actually able to go golf with Mr. Frank Harris as well, so that was pretty nice.
Nice.
With that
I
before
saw.
the parade.
I not saw, but I heard you were telling me that you went to go golf with Frank Harris and you put on a good show, right? You put on a good showing from what I heard.
I think I did. I think I did. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. You did good. Were you what does Michelle call you? Call Rory? Her little leprechaun?
Oh yeah. I look like a little leprechaun to everyone that was out there. That's for sure. a little out of place at Fair Oaks Ranch. That's for sure.
No, man.
I was telling Frank, I was like, man, I didn't see one brown person here. That was crazy. It was crazy.
You all were the minorities out there.
Man, I tell you, and then to go straight from there to Fiesta. Oh man, I was dying, dude. I was wet. That night was long, and we didn't even get back to our room till probably somewhere around 4 a.m.
You went to the night parade?
Yeah, we did the night parade there, and after that, the girls wanted to go to the pools, so we went there, and then we met some of our friends over at another hotel bar up top on the roof.
Yeah.
Closed that down at 1, went to some bar, closed it down at 2, and then we went to the hotel lobby. It was a long day.
Long day. Well, you know what else was a long day? When we had the NFL draft party over at Hard Rock Cafe. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you to everyone who came out. I know it was a lot to deal with because there was Fiesta going on. Mm-hmm. The traffic was horrible. Parking was horrible. And we still had the people show up and, come to the event. So we really did appreciate you guys. hanging out with us, and it was a good event. It was a good night, and we also got to see a sneak peek of the Selena room that they're going to be having out there at the Hard
Oh,
Rock Cafe. It
yeah,
looked
that's
really
nice.
nice.
Yeah, that is a nice setup. It's so tucked away, you never would think it's even there.
Yeah,
Their own little speakeasy there at the Hard Rock Cafe. Y'all got
yeah,
to go check it out.
yeah. It's a little
And, and
speakeasy. It's going to be
and I
open
got to
there.
meet some people I hadn't met. I met Matt Gomez. He had a couple of his friends there, which was
Fake
pretty
killer.
neat. Seems like fake killer. That was pretty cool meeting these guys, and to find out that me and Matt Gomez have some of the same friends.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
yeah. You know, some of the same peeps that go in the same circles there for the SAFC.
Oh yeah, yeah. My boy
Yeah,
Eric. Shout
yeah.
out Chibo, old Holmes Huskies soccer player with me. But man, what about the Spurs?
Yeah, so you know what? Since it is the Spurs and we're celebrating a victory, we got to go ahead and do a peel out.
Oh yeah, there you
I need to get one of the alien doing the honking. Let's go honking. There's fake killer there. And you know what? There was some honking going on. There was a lot of stuff happening yesterday. As the Spurs, they became one of the first teams here to come back from being down 15 points to actually winning the game by more than 15
go. More than
points.
15, yeah.
You know, so that was a great turnaround. And you know, these two games here, as a Spurs fan, they were kind of frustrating to watch in the first half, right? Because you're thinking, oh man, this team is better than Portland. But Portland came out with that energy. They came out with the physicality, you know, pushing the Spurs around. Spurs were trying to figure things out. It seemed like they were just out of sync. But then, you know, give credit to Mitch Johnson because he made some adjustments in the second half and the Spurs finally woke up. And this happened in both games where they went down by double digits. They came in the third quarter and they did a run. They made a run. And, you know, Mitch just made the right choices. He started going with that smaller lineup and that paid dividends for them. Spurs looked faster out there than the Portland Trailblazers. They were more athletic. They were able to knock down threes, able to knock down their shots. It's like they finally found a way to get through their defense because the Portland Trailblazers got some size on them and they're crowding the paint, you know, and trying to take away the Spurs passing lanes and doing a lot of the little things that go unnoticed that the Spurs, don't they're pushing them outside of their comfort zone. Basically, what it is, they're taking away what the Spurs like to do, but they found ways to win. And I said, I've been on record and I said, I think that the Spurs' greatest, not weakness, but the thing that they're going to have to contend with is adversity. And Wemby even had said something about that. And I'll play the excerpt for that a little later. But yeah, they've been able to go ahead and play through the adversity, Sean. You know, Wemby was hurt, he was injured because he had that concussion protocol. Everybody wondered if Wemby was going to play Friday. He did not, so Spurs fans were a little nervous. How did you feel when you found out that he wasn't going to play? Because they left it to the last single minute where he couldn't. They announced it.
They did, and I don't think we can get into everything with the Spurs on just one show because I mean we still have Friday's game that
Yeah,
we could even discuss. And how I felt, I mean, I feel like he really wanted to play Friday as well. And we can go and talk later about like what his thoughts were on that. But I honestly believed he was going to play Sunday. I didn't think there was a doubt in my mind. And it seems like the only and again, just say it just seems like it's the NBA that maybe wanted him to sit out. One,
yeah,
it extends the series a little bit longer if the Spurs do end up losing. And I think those are some of the frustrations. And it's not necessarily something he said, but something you kind of think maybe he wanted to say. But I didn't think there was a doubt in my mind that he was going to play.
yeah. There was no doubt in my mind that Wemby was going to play. But the one thing that I was thinking was going to happen with Wemby is that Wemby might have been a little bit rusty, right, coming in on that game that he played yesterday. But he just looked really good. He was on a tear there, especially to end the game. He was blocking shots. He looked very Wemby esque. He looked like the alien out there doing his thing. So you can see that the Spurs are a different team when Wemby's out there on the court. They become a better team. And credit to Dylan Harper, Castle, Vassell, and all those other guys. They kind of held it down on Friday when Wemby was gone, and also they were able to go ahead and come from behind again and win the game. De'Aaron Fox, he played pretty good last night. I know a lot of people were really criticizing him and saying that he was MIA, myself included.
Hmm.
because he didn't look very good, Sean. I'll be honest with you. Highest paid player didn't really produce the way he should have in these games against Portland, but in yesterday's outing, he looked very good. He looked like he should have been the whole series.
Right, but isn't that kind of like what the Spurs have been all season long, where you never know who's going to sit there and be the
Yeah,
guy that day? And
that's
Fox
true.
had a great outing. I mean, 11 of 17 for the night, put up like 28 points. I mean, he was great. The one I've been really impressed with the whole series, I think, has been the most consistent is Vassell. Vassell to me is like, and he's not like it's not the whole game, but he has those moments in a certain time of the game where he really goes on a run and it just keeps the Spurs going, and or it gets them going at some point. But I think it's just there you go. I think it's been great as far as like how the team goes because again, you got Castle who can go off at any time, who had a great game last game. Fox this game, and who's it going to be next game? And as
Yeah.
far as for Wemby starting off slow, I mean, yeah, I think offensively you can see he's a little rusty, missing some of those shots, leaving him short. But he got into his groove, but he was still playing good defense. And what I like that they haven't done is they didn't sit there and say, "Hey, we're going to limit your minutes." They played him. I don't know how many minutes he played. I can look that up here. It was 34 minutes, so more, definitely more than he was playing in the regular season.
But look at this, how Castle was playing defense, man. You got to
I think
respect that, dude.
no, I think that's great because I think I was talking to you the other day or someone else how Portland's playing us very physical, and
Yeah.
and we need to sit there and match that because I can't remember which player said it, but like it seems like they're burying those whistles, and it's the playoffs. Of course, that's going to happen. They're going to let a lot more slide. So you got to sit there and be physical as well.
Yeah, and I'm looking at these highlights, and this is the thing that the Spurs are going to have to get used to. When you're going into the playoffs, it's a different type of animal, man. Like teams get very physical. You get pushed around. You get beat up. Every round that you go in, this is just the first round, and it's already the level of physicality has been upped. Right, you up the physicality level.
Oh, here's
So,
Marion, guys. This is
oh, hi,
Marion.
Marion. Hi. So now that you're gonna have the second round come out,
Thank
you
you.
know, and the opponent's gonna be the winner between the Denver Nuggets and of course Minnesota Timberwolves.
Of course, better.
This is gonna be an even more physical round two. And look, the Timberwolves are hurting right now. They're gonna be without Anthony Davis for quite some time. He's got a bone bruise. He's has a hyperextension in his knee, and that's one of their best players. So advantage to the Spurs, but you can never count a team out because somebody else will step up, and the level of physicality is going to be amplified even more in the second round. So this is something that they're going to have to get used to doing, right? Every round that you get in, first round, second round, third round, it's going to get more and more intense and more physical. So the Spurs are going to have to just learn how to play through that adversity. And the cool thing that we've been seeing right now, Sean, is we're seeing the team kind of grow up a little bit,
Yeah.
right? We've seen what they've been able to do in the regular season and how they started and they pushed through that. Now we see them in the playoffs and everybody's like, well, they don't have a lot of experience, and it doesn't matter anymore. Experience is just thrown out the window. What they have a damn good team. They're well coached. They have all the attributes you need to go ahead and go far into the playoffs. Again, they just need to learn how to push through the adversity. Somebody goes down, somebody gets injured, making those adjustments, learning how to go ahead and win when a team takes away things that you like to do. And I think we've seen them grow up here. What do you think, Sean?
Well, yeah, I'm over here looking at JHNSB. I hope I said that right. I say, nah, your 50 million a year guy should show up every game. And look, I'm not disagreeing with you at all when you're sitting there saying something like that. When you're being paid a certain amount of money, you want your guys to sit there and be able to sit there and play. I mean, I think what I'm trying to say on this is for someone like Fox, right? It'd be different if he didn't take the shot. So yes, there's going to be a lot of games where we sit there and say, man, he's just not playing well. He keeps missing shots, but at least he's taking them. He's not like hiding. But I think that's been the recipe for our success this whole season is just being a team versus, hey, I just got to go out and get my own. If someone's doing well, feed them the ball. And I think the
Yeah.
Spurs don't care. They don't care who's sitting there scoring. They play for each other. They don't play for for one another. So I mean, no, I mean to for the Spurs this year and seeing what I've seen in the playoffs, I mean this is just good team ball, good team ball.
Yeah, and I mean they're playing okay, right? They're playing good enough to win. And some of the mistakes that they're making here in the first round against the Blazers team can go ahead and go unnoticed. They can go ahead and kind of push through that. But as you get into that second round, you can't keep making these same mistakes. You can't get off to a slow start and go down by 15 points and expect to go ahead and win the game because the teams get better. You have a better quality of talent in the second round. The Spurs just can't get lazy, man. Like the one thing that they need to realize is that teams aren't just going to lay down and let you beat them. You got to go out there and take it. And I think that's what they're realizing right now in this first round of the playoffs. They need to come out of the gate and they need to match the energy. They can't come out flat anymore. They came out flat in these last two games, right, against the Portland Trailblazers. They let
Mhm.
the Portland Trailblazers have their way in the first half, and then they come back in the second. That's not going to work for you. That same type of formula, that same mindset of thinking, you can't do that if you want to go far into the playoffs. You have to set the tone. You have to set the pace. Come out the gate swinging, man. And if you get a lead and you go up by 15 or 20, you know a team's going to make a run, whether it be in the second quarter, it could be in the third or the fourth. You just know in some way, somehow, in the context of a game, teams are going to make runs. That's what the playoffs are all about. Teams making runs, coming back into the game. The Spurs just got to do a better job at learning how to go ahead and sustain the lead sometimes because they can be up by like 15, 18 points or whatever, and they kind of let the team come back in because they start making runs, but it's the Spurs just getting out of sorts. You can't keep making those mistakes. And again, poor shot selection, Sean. We see the hero ball again.
Mhm.
Like they just need to go ahead and move the ball around the horn, play together as a team.
Well, we said it early on, right? That the Spurs need to get past this first series, right? They can
Yeah.
get past the first one and then get a kind of a taste for what it's like. Because I think you can even see like how physical we were playing compared to the other teams,
Yeah.
and seeing them be a lot more physical this game was nice. So I mean, again, most of these kids haven't even sit there and seen this play yet. It's a different game in the playoffs. So I think they'll get better. And again, I I believe that they're sitting there and they're improving every single game. And it may not show in the stats, but you can even say the same for Mitch, where I've seen like people like Carter Bryant. As much as I love Carter Bryant, his minutes have decreased, which I think is a good thing because when you sit there and you're playing in the playoffs, you want to see those minutes increase for the players, the starters, and for those role players. And so I think Mitch has even done a lot better job as far as keeping some of the other players in and not bringing in some of those, guys that would see some minutes kind of later in the game.
What did you think about this play by Luke Cornett?
Oh, I
Check
love
him
it,
out,
man.
just flying in, dude.
Love it. There's some long strides. There he goes. Just flew
The
right
alley
in.
oop. That's a hell of a play, man. And even Devin Vassell, I think, like I had said during the regular season, he's kind of the glue for this team, man. If Devin Vassell has a decent game, and he's knocking down shots, he's able to go ahead and help with the floor spacing out there and get the ball to the open man. When he's playing at a high level, it helps the team. It really does, And then you have Castle, you have Harper, everybody contributing. I mean, even the Harrison Barnes, the Toyota Corolla, doing his thing. All these things matter, man. And I like seeing the team kind of like being able to showcase what they can do. Right? As a Spurs fan, everybody's watching over there at the Rocket La Cantera as well. They had a watch party out there. It's
Yeah,
just
one of my the managers here, his wife was there with his son, and they had so much stuff going
yeah,
on there, and they were giving a
it's
ton
about
of
to
stuff
say.
away. They were giving away little basketballs, all kind of things, and so
Yeah.
it's really nice to see like what they're doing. During the regular season, they were doing the same kind of stuff, but she said it just got so much better during the playoffs and everything they're doing over there. So
Because
they had a great time.
it's the excitement level, you know?
Mhm.
Everybody's out there having a great time. Everybody's happy, Spurs are winning. And I mean, the city just has a different aura about it right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and show probably some of the video that I had here. I think I had shared this about not only what was happening over at the Rock at La Cantera, but what's happening afterwards, which a lot of fans, and this is
Oh,
something that they
the
used to
people
do.
standing on the truck.
No, 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 no. So this is what the Spurs fans used to do years ago, myself included. So when the Spurs would go on the road, right, and they're in the playoffs, and they come back, we would go to the airport.
To the airport, yes.
Yeah, and we would welcome the Spurs back, right? So they would fly in late, everybody was out there waiting. And it's good to see this happen again. The Spurs fans are out there, and if you know where to go. You know exactly where they come in, right? Where they exit with their cars. And the Spurs fans are just lined up, and it's cool to see the players, when they're there, they kind of wave hi to the fans as they're leaving. And the fans are all excited, like right now you just have my essay. But if the Spurs go in, they're going to be in the second round and this happens, you're going to see the media out there, taking videos and pictures and whatnot. But I like seeing this. It's the coming back of these traditions, right?
Yeah,
These
I've done it before
traditions.
myself.
Yeah.
It was actually with my buddy Gabe Chacon, who you got to meet out there at the draft party.
Yeah.
He was one that we would go to. He was actually upstairs. Oh no, you didn't go upstairs with us.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did go upstairs with us. Yeah, he was the one Michelle was with, his wife.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, so that's Gabe. Okay, and Matt Lerma was out there with us too.
Yeah. Shout out to Matt.
Happy birthday again, buddy.
So it was a good time, man. But I'm saying, like, I like seeing this, and then you had Spurs fans doing the clap too over there at the Rocket La Cantera after the Spurs win. They
Yeah,
had them doing the clap, and everybody was
we
having
doing
a
it.
good time. I've even seen the resurgence of the pop up Spurs merch happening now. There was
Yeah.
one tent that's in front of, like, near the Burger Boy area out here on Petranco, and then if I just go around the bend and go around the corner, they have another Spurs bootleg merch that they're selling out here on the Marbach. So it's right by the Burger King on Marbach, right before you hit 410. It's on the right hand side, but if you're coming from the opposite end, like from John Jay, it'll be off to your left. But everybody, everybody's over there stopping by, checking out the bootleg merch and all that. Man, it's fun, dude, to see that. They had the big heads, the Wemby and all everybody. They're selling those. They're selling the shirts, the flags, and everything, dude. I like seeing that.
Man, this city is going crazy. So being downtown and seeing everyone sporting, their Fiesta gear, but of course they have to have their shirt on as well.
Yeah,
And everyone supporting the Spurs, everyone walking down, the sidewalks saying "Go Spurs, go" or whatever it may be. And even when I was leaving, so when I left yesterday, I ended up getting a room at the Hotel Contessa, and we
yeah.
stayed there. And I'm leaving, everyone coming back down, and they're all in their Spurs gear. I mean, to see what the city, how excited everyone is, it's something else, man. Something we haven't seen in years. So it's pretty. It's just nice, man. It's
You know
good.
what else was nice?
Strike up so many conversations with just anybody, just talking Spurs.
You know what else was nice?
What's
Seeing
that?
our boy Jason Garcia out there representing at the
Yeah,
Moda
there
Center
you
yesterday,
go.
because he lives in Portland, so he's out
Yep.
there. Look, he's sporting the shirt underneath the jersey. He's sporting the Alamo City Podcast Network shirt. Good on you,
Yep.
Jason. Thank
Yep,
you, man.
I'm sure that arena was getting empty a little early, and nothing
Yeah.
but Spurs fans just sitting there
Heading for the exits, man. Heading for the exits.
chanting MVP. I mean, Wendy's play was pretty amazing, and I know getting off to a slow start. You got to put your name on there. You got Sean Quintero twice, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll change it right now. No, but they were saying what happened with Miguelito. Miguelito's busy right now. He's actually in California right now. He's went out there because one of his cousins is getting married. His cousin's kid is getting married. So he's out there right now. He'll be back, I think, by Wednesday. So I think he's going to be in studio Wednesday. He should be make an appearance tomorrow, from what he was telling me. So he'll be on for a little bit tomorrow, kind of setting the table. He can give us like maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then he's got to go because he's got to catch his flight. He'll probably be at the airport or something. So he'll be
Yeah.
on.
So I was working last night, and I get the call from Joe that we need someone on the show. And I hadn't been able to watch the game, so I have to close the restaurant down, rush home. I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't get the Fire Stick working on the other TV. and we have the Apple TV on the one in the front. So I had to kick all the girls off the TV and says, I need to watch this game real quick. I need to rewatch it. So I have something to talk about.
They're saying what happened. They said Laker Mike. Laker Mike. No, man.
Oh man, the Lakers, dude, what happened with them?
Yeah, well, yeah, it happens, man.
It
Gotta
does.
be ready to play. It's a playoff.
The Lakers are actually pretty lucky to sit there and still be up 3-1. It could easily be 2-2. Houston with those late turnovers, the game prior to, they're just killing themselves. That's all they're doing. They got to sit there and, I think I'm not going to say we haven't had the same thing as far as the Spurs go, but towards the end of the game, y'all got to be more disciplined. Hold that ball, protect your lead, sit there, and make good plays. Keldon showed up yesterday. Keldon did show up yesterday. Jason Garcia, yes, he did.
Yeah, Keldon's been playing okay. Not going to complain.
Well, I think the first two games he was hardly there. What I was really impressed with the way that they defended. What's his name?
Danny?
No. Henderson.
Oh, Scoot. Yeah.
0 points. 0 points with all that smack, and he's been playing great. I think that he's been doing very well. And to sit there and body him up as much as they were, disrupt his shot. What did he shoot yesterday?
Well, this was from Friday's game. I was gonna say. So Friday's game,
he was
Scoot,
0 for 7, 0 for 3 from 3.
So
Only
I was
2
say,
assists.
Scoot scored 21 points, right, on Friday's game. Spurs still won the game. So now we're gonna go ahead and see what Scoot scored yesterday. Right? So let's go ahead and show this here. Look at that. 0 points, 27 minutes, 0 points. Field goal shooting, 0-7, 3-point, 0 of 3. His plus minus for the night, he was a minus 22, as was a lot of the Blazers starting 5.
So it wasn't just Harper and see what the Spurs do to you. I tell you.
Yeah. And that's down. Defense. That's just defense.
And I don't think that's going to be the case this next game. I mean, he obviously can put up some points, but it was nice to see, especially coming off all that trash talk he's been doing. And what I really liked was the way the team responded as far as, okay, so let's talk about that Stephon Castle incident. Did you like it?
What?
Castle shoving the ball into the chest?
Well, why not? Why not? Denny's out there talking his, moving his mouth and thinking he's the best thing in the world. And then, they start beating them. Their Spurs start playing really good. And then, Castle doesn't go and start jawing at him. He just hands him the ball. And then Denny takes offense to that. I'm like, it is what it is. Guys are going to get, when you're that competitive, tempers are going to flare up. Right. You're going to start talking shit too. I'm not going to say it, pardon me, but that's all it was, just letting them know, hey, we're going to win.
Yeah, well, you got to be smart. I'm not saying I don't like it. I think, we sit there and say he just put the ball in his chest, but had someone did that to one of our players, we'd feel a lot different about it, right?
Yeah.
But very easily, Castle could have sit there and picked up 2 T's, one for the ball in chest and the other one for sitting there pushing later. And at that point, what happens? So I'm not saying I don't like it. I do. I like how aggressive they're being. I like that they're taking things personal, but you got to make smart decisions because, at the end of the day, we need you there for the team. And we need you there for the rest of the game. You can't make, decisions like that. But again, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. You just got to be careful. But for Wemby to go down afterwards, get that block, go back down, pick up the foul on him, and then you just see him exit the game was awesome. I mean, I can't say enough. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, Denny goes out there and he does his thing. Scoot out there moving his mouth. What happened? 0 points.
Well, Denny also, yes, but Denny also, if you listen to him after the game and they asked him about that incident, he sat there. He said some good stuff about Castle. Says they have a lot of respect for him. I think he's a great player. He goes, I'm just not going to put up with that nonsense. It's a very physical game. Things are going to happen. It's just something we don't need to have in the league. And I'm not saying I agree with him. Again, I'm trying to say is you just got to be careful, man. You don't want to find yourself picking up some stupid technicals and then all of a sudden you can't sit there and play.
Yeah. But I like Castle's game yesterday. I like seeing him play his defense out there. He was playing very physical defense yesterday, as was a lot of most of the Spurs team. They were
Yeah.
all playing very physical, and I like that. They all got a little dog in them right now. They got a little chip on their shoulder. They got a little swag to them right now because they're up 3-1. And how fitting would it be they come back home, and they go ahead and just put everything to rest, and move on to round two in front of the hometown crowd, and then you're gonna have everybody going down Commerce, man. What are we gonna? We gotta start planning what we're gonna do, Sean. What are we gonna do, Sean? Whose
If
car are
what?
we going in?
To go see a game?
No, to go honking
To
downtown.
go honking? Well, we can't go in my car. It's too little. It's too little. We'll rent a van.
Oh,
We'll rent a truck. We'll rent a truck.
We gotta
find a
get
truck
ready,
that
man.
we
We
can
gotta
rent.
have the
I'm over
flags.
here looking at these comments. I'm sorry, man. I'm just Mikey Mendez over here saying if we beat OKC in the Western Conference Finals, we are champs. That's our last test. Man, I'll tell you right now, the Celtics are playing some damn good ball. And I'm not saying we can't beat the Celtics. Obviously, the East is a to me is a lot easier to play. But the Celtics and Tatum coming back and the way he's been playing, I don't know. You can't sit there and say it's going to be a cakewalk. It's not. It's going to be a tough whoever is there facing them, because I see the Celtics going all the way to the finals.
That's what you see. You see them going all the way to final. I don't know, man. It's like I said, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride and see how far they go. I got no expectations.
So in the East, who do you have then? If it's, are you saying
No.
Detroit's going to be in there, or is it going to be
I'm
the
just
Celtics?
saying, like I don't got a dog in the fight, at all. So I'm just gonna watch and see what happens. That's all. I'm just watching the East, and I watch. Okay, this team won. This team won. I'm like, I don't care who goes there.
Yeah.
If the Spurs are there in the finals, I don't give a damn who the East is. I believe the Spurs will go ahead and win if they make it to the finals.
Yeah, and again, I got the Spurs taking it all. That's who I picked. I think they definitely have the team for it. But what I sit there and see, like when I'm sitting there watching all these games, in the past, you've seen a lot of blowouts. Teams are getting swept, stuff like that. And you're not seeing that right now. I don't think, any series is going to be easy for any team with the matchups that I've seen so far. And anyone, like the two teams, whoever it may be that meet up in the finals, I think it's going to be a great series. I don't see it sitting there going like a gentleman's sweep, nothing like that. I think it's going to go 6-7 games all the way.
We got our good friend Jennifer Noriega here, the better half of Alex. Hey, Jen, how's it going?
Always saying hi to Joe and never to co-host. Poor Miguelito never gets a hi. Oh, there goes Alex. Alex always tells me hi, though.
What's up, Alex? Alex is in the house, too. What's up, Alex? Alex is our good friend. They put Detroit. Sam Salinas says Detroit is falling somewhat. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Look at Texas Latina is going to be at Game 5 tomorrow night. That's going to be a good game tomorrow night. Can you imagine being there, that atmosphere, and then the Spurs close things out here in front of the crowd in San Antonio? Man, it's going to be electric. It's going to be electric.
That's so funny.
You going to go, Sean?
Corn. Am I going to go to the game? No. Unfortunately, I am working tomorrow.
Look at Jen said, "Ugh, hi, Sean."
Wow. Well, I think she spent too much time with me this last couple of weeks. Maybe the last.
She saw you too many times. She's like, "Oh man, I'm tired of looking at him." And shout out to your baby girl Ariel. Shout out to Ariel, man. We got the baby shower coming up, Sean.
We do.
We might have to give one of these shows and be like, all the money that we get from one of these shows is going straight to Sean's baby shower.
Hey, I do got to talk about Friday real quick. So Friday we had lined up to, everyone was at Nyosa. So Michelle was there with Jen and Alex, Greg and Joanne, right? And some other people as well. But everyone was supposed to meet at my place for the Spurs game. So they're hungry. I order food. I mean, I had Buffalo Wild Wings coming. I didn't want to sit there and make anything. I had got off of work myself. So while I'm waiting, I get the call. And Greg walked to his – I'm sorry, Greg, I'm going to call you out. He goes to his car, Fiesta, flat, completely flat. So I'm like, okay. So he's got that little thing. He's blowing the tire up with air. Freaking drives down, and it's flat again. So this time they're stuck on the side of the highway. So Alex shows up to my house, and I say, hey, you got to stay here. The food's on the way. I take off to go there. Greg called his roadside. I called mine too because Michelle's there. I could say, hey, whoever gets there first, right? Well, Michelle's supposed to be there. So what do the girls do? They get in the back of a cop car because they pulled over, then stopped and to kind of help. And they left.
Where did they go?
I'll tell you where they went in a minute.
Oh my God.
So me, Greg, are trying to get this tire changed out, but it's at an incline, so it dropped twice. So I get my jack, I step it under the tires, some boards in there, and then our friend Roger shows up. He's helping us get it changed out. These cops are probably laughing at us, right? Because we can't get a stupid tire off. We finally get it done. And you know where the girls are at? The Flying Saucer. She had the cops drop them off at a bar.
Oh my God.
Bro. I was like, what are y'all doing? So by the time I made it back, it was just about to start with the second half. So,
jeez,
crazy.
Look at who's in the chat right now, right on cue.
Who's that?
Michelle, your better half. Good morning, guys, from Michelle and Ariel. Look at Ariel, your baby girl's in here. She says, "Love you guys, love you, Ariel."
I love the pours in. Oh, we got an incoming super chat. I didn't see.
Yeah, we have a super chat we got to address. So let me go ahead and get that before it gets buried for good.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
And this one's from Jason Garcia. He says, "What's the over/under? Mike will get a body cavity search by the TSA." Oh God! And I'll be like, "Show us on the doll where they hurt you, Mike." He's always getting stopped by the TSA.
Hey, we got a guest speaker over here.
Who is it? Is it
Come on,
Didi?
Marcus? Come on in. No. This is Marcus.
How we doing?
What's up, Marcus? How's it going, man?
Hey,
What's up, brother?
so let's do a little Celtic talk right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
This is a Celtics fan right here.
Oh, big time.
Oh, is it?
We believe green.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How far does he think his team's gonna get?
Oh, realistically, I think NBA Finals. Worst case scenario, Eastern Conference Finals. I think the Knicks. I don't know. I think the Knicks might be able to give us a hard time if they do get past Atlanta. But our team is pretty strong. We have a really good bench. I think we're deeper than people expect. And yeah, I'd say Eastern Conference Finals, worst case scenario. But I think we should make it to the finals. I don't know what would happen if we got to the finals. The West does have some pretty stacked teams. But
Let me put it like this: Who do you think if you pick the Celtics to go to the finals in the East, who do you think their opponent's going to be coming out of the West?
it's either San Antonio or OKC. Those are the only two teams.
But San Antonio's had OKC's number. What do you think if they match up in the Western Conference Finals? Who do you got your money on, OKC or San Antonio?
From what I've seen, I have to say the Spurs. I have to say the Spurs. It's hard not to say the Spurs, honestly. They're just deep, man. They're deep, and then they have like the best. They have the best player of like this upcoming generation. So it's just tough not to say San Antonio, even though I don't want to say San Antonio because he's sitting here. But probably San Antonio.
There you go. Sean thinks San Antonio's going to go all the way. I said I'm just going to enjoy the ride, man.
Yeah, just enjoy the ride. Don't get your hopes up too high, man. I've been there. I'm a Celtics fan, and I'm telling you, my hopes have been high for probably like the last 5 years, and we've won one championship. So
yeah,
that's a tough road to take. But the Spurs probably will end up going all the way. I don't know if they're going to win it all. The only thing that's going to stop them is experience. They have all the talent they need. Experience is the only thing that would get in their way.
Yeah. Well, right now Celtics are up 3-1 against Philly, so they got one more game to win.
Yeah, the Celtics are up. We've been playing good. I like what I've seen from our team. Jason Tatum had a really good game last game. It's either Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, and then we have the other people. Pritchard, Shireman's are playing good. That the kid from what's his name, Luka Garza's been showing me some good stuff. We just have a good team, and I love our team. We got some good players. Joe Mazzulla's done a great job this year, and we drafted really nice over the last couple of seasons. So I'm glad at where we're at.
Let me ask you a question. What do you thought about the Lakers and the Rockets series there? That's kind of surprising to me that the Lakers have been able to go up this easily against the Rockets, because you would have thought the series would have been a little bit more competitive, because the Lakers, on the other hand, they're without some of their players due to injury, right? But the Lakers have been able to find ways to win, even in overtime. been able to find ways to win. And LeBron James looking like he went ahead and dialed back the page, the hands of time a little bit, and looking more like LeBron James.
The one thing that I've seen what other broadcasters have been saying is that LeBron, he's just a much better playmaker than Kevin Durant, and that's been the thing there against versus KD the whole time they've been in the league together. Kevin Durant's a great scorer; he can get a bucket anywhere on the court, but LeBron's IQ helps him out a lot more. He's such a great playmaker; he gets everybody involved. And Houston, they just don't have a leader. They have good players, but they don't have a leader. LeBron's a great leader, and even with Luka and Austin Reeves out, I don't think anybody expected the Lakers to be having this good of a series. But it just shows again, how underrated LeBron has been in different aspects of his play style.
Man, they critical of Marcus this morning, man.
I tell you, man, looking like the valet over here, man. This is the bartender. Look at our guy right here.
No love.
Marcus
Look at
is not a bartender. Marcus is an
says
extension of the
young
management team
biopic
as well.
Bobby Brown, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, this guy gets the ladies over here, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Oh,
I'm telling you, he gets the
God.
ladies.
Relax. Oh man,
Come on, man.
I'll take it. Young Bobby.
And then somebody said Marcus don't know ball. I'm like, come on, man. He's a guest, man. Come on.
It must be like a Memphis fan or something. I don't know.
Tell him to look into the camera. Oh my God, guys. You guys.
Come on, man. Be nice to my boy over here, man.
You want eye contact? Relax.
That's what happens, Marcus, when you come on the show, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do the same. Oh, look at that. You got the Penny Hardaway, bro. Look at that.
Penny Hardaway?
Penny Hardaway.
Another great player, actually. He was good.
Yeah, Little Penny. Remember he don't remember the commercials, but Little Penny.
Thank you, Matt Gomez. Yo, homie knows ball. Bring him in. That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Marcus was actually one that was supposed to do the show. Remember, I had one lined up.
Oh, that's when he big timed us. I remember that, man.
Yeah, he big timed us, bro.
Don't bring that up right now.
But I think I would love to have him on the show, man. He does have a lot of knowledge, and that's why I considered him in the past. And when I saw him walk in, I was like, boy, you got to get over here.
Marcus is on probation because he big timed us, Sean.
Yeah.
Probationary status.
Look at Big Sean. Big Sean over here saying Knicks are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. Looks like contenders during the regular season, but as soon as they play someone.
Oh, that's real. I don't watch too much football, but I know that Dallas has had trouble. But the Knicks, man, I don't know what's up with them. They have such a good team.
The Knicks tied their series, man. Yeah, they lost the game to the Hawks that they should have won. Last second heroics by the Hawks that won them the game. But the Knicks, man, they're a better team than the Hawks, dude. I think they're gonna go ahead and win the series. Of course, it's gonna be 6 games. The Knicks got to win 2 games in a row, but they made a statement in their last game. They showed them, hey, man, we're better than you. So I think the Knicks will win the series, even though Knicks fans are even turning on their own team already, dude. There ain't no loyalty there. You got to win, or they say, no, we done with you, dude.
Yeah, they haven't won in a long time. Their team their fans have been going through it. They haven't won since what? I don't know.
Yeah, but people forget the Knicks. Didn't they go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals last year?
Last year.
Last season.
They did.
They went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's not like they're a bad team. They just, Knicks fans just got a little disappointed that they lost that close game to the Hawks.
Yeah, and then they lost last year to Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton had a crazy playoff run last year, and it wasn't looking good for them. That's another player I'm mad about. He was playing really good. He's a great point guard. I like his play style a lot. It's sad to see he's hurt.
Look at Joe. Be nice to our gays. Also, Joe, you big timed this, bro. No, mames, dude.
Come on, pick a side, Joe.
I didn't big time him. They want us to go out there with them to the SAFC game. It's like, I know, dude. We'll be out there.
No, I'm not from Massachusetts. I'm just a Boston fan.
Look, they want him back if the Spurs end up playing Boston.
Oh yeah, I love to talk about that, man.
There's a lot of storylines there with Boston because you got former Spur Derek White, now playing with the Boston Celtics, looking really good, man. He found a home there in Boston, and rightfully so. When he was playing with the Spurs, he wasn't surrounded by a good cast of characters. They were kind of in flux, and when they finally traded him away, he looked really good because he's surrounded by a better cast of character, better quality of player, and now he doesn't have to do so much. And he can now settle into his role as a role player over there with the Boston Celtics. So I think he's found his niche there.
Yeah,
Hi.
definitely.
Fan base over
Derek
here.
White is
Hey,
good.
how's it going?
He's good.
Where's Didi, man? Where's my girl Didi?
Didi, we let her go, bro.
Shut
let her
up,
go,
bro. You
yeah.
didn't let her go. If Didi goes, I'm gone too.
Didi
I'm
worked
gone
last
too.
night. Didi worked last night. You got a little fan base over here.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? See, that's why everybody, we need to go and do the show. I'm looking forward to doing the show out there on the patio,
Yeah,
man.
we need to do a show here on the patio. I'm telling you, we need to get that done soon. Hey, and
Yeah.
shout out to you, Joe. Joe, over 3,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, man. So we finally jumped the shark, so to speak. So now we're at like 3,055 subscribers strong. I didn't think we're gonna hit 3,000 until sometime next week, but it happened over the weekend. And man, we're at a good place right now. We're growing. We have more potential sponsors joining us, Sean. Wink, wink. You
That's
know,
right. That's right.
so
It's in the
we
work.
might be doing the show from a barbershop, getting faded, bro.
Hey, maybe.
Hey,
Maybe.
Exactly. Got a good barber. I'll let y'all boys know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
July 9326. Sam Salinas saying what, like, if they have to have some knowledge in sports to work here, why not?
Why not? I think isn't Marcus a bartender too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I remember going out there, man, to PF Chang's. I think I was with my boy Jonas, and Marcus was our bartender, man.
Mhm.
I think I want to say I remember that as well. Honestly, I see so many people here. Sean has so many friends that he brings in.
Yeah, no, I had brought my boy Jonas Clark with me, and you were the bartender, serving up some smoky old fashions, man. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, no, the old fashions are a hit here. They're really popular, man. Y'all come and see me at PF Chang's if y'all live in the area. Live in San Antonio. PF Chang's La Cantera. I'll take care of y'all. We got some good coworkers here, and we got great men here. Sean does a great job here. I really like
you. You don't got to be lying. You don't got to be lying, Marcus.
Yeah, Sean, I don't like being here.
Don't inflate Sean's ego even more, man. Don't inflate his ego even more, bro.
I won't. What's my favorite drink to make?
Yeah, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite drink over there?
My favorite drink it has always been the sangria, man. I know some people dislike, or they either like or dislike sangrias, but we have a really good recipe, and it's well balanced. It's not too sweet, a good amount of tartness, and it's strong. It packs a punch, man. We have really good recipes here, but the sangria is probably my favorite to drink. My favorite to make, I really don't have a favorite to make. People always ask that. I just have drinks I don't like making, honestly. That's it. Like, you gotta pull out that blender and start making frozen drinks. That's when it becomes a problem.
They said, "Oh, you're on your own, Sean. You're on your own, Marcus." Sean Bale.
I'll take the FaceTime. I don't know. I gotta get used to being on camera and reading the chat and talking to people.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So now you know what I go through all the time. I'm the one that has to run the show from behind the scenes. So I got to read the chat and make sure everything's out here on the screen, looking good, sounding good. We had a little hiccup on Friday, man. Friday show, we got hit by a Windows update, and it took the show out early, man.
They took it out early. Oh, no.
Took us out early, dude. Me and Sean had to end the show about 10, 15 minutes early on Friday. On Thursday, should I say, because we didn't have the show on Friday, but it's all good.
No, yeah. It's cool to see all this happening live. Sean telling me about this.
And look at this. Marco Basso says, Marcus, the lettuce wraps are delicious, by the way, because that's what I say when we do our little segment that we play for PF Chang's.
Oh, yeah. How could you not love the lettuce wraps?
That's what I'm saying.
When you call the restaurant, that's all they talk about is lettuce wraps on the phone. Those things are so popular.
Hey, you got to give some love to PF Chang's real quick so I can go check this order in.
All right, man. Let me go ahead and give some love to PF Chang's.
Oh, yeah.
PF Chang's La Cantera, San Antonio's premier destination for dinner, date night, or happy hour. Enjoy one of their signature dishes, such as the Singapore street noodles, sesame chicken, or Chang spicy chicken, or their infamous Chang's chicken lettuce wraps, which are delicious, by the way. You can enjoy all this while you're dining in an Asian-inspired atmosphere. And make sure to enjoy the new outdoor patio and try some of PF Chang's signature cocktails and drinks during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. PF Chang's La Cantera is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast. There you go.
All right.
Go to PF Chang's. You got to go ahead and try the signature cocktails, man. And like my boy was saying, Sean, if you go across the street, not even across the street, right across the way, and you go to Haywire, they're going to charge you $53 for 2 lemon drop martinis. You can just go to PF Chang's and get the same thing that's probably going to taste better for $8.99. Just go
That's
to
right.
PF
That's
Chang's,
right.
man.
I don't know. Blue Hawaiian, I'd have to see if we have everything for it, but we got a full bar. I'm sure we can make that happen. I've never seen anyone order one here, but I've had them at Ding Hao. Had them at Ding Hao. Marcus had to go open the bar. If he has some more time, he'll come over here. Maybe I'll take the computer over there, and we can have him whip us up an old fashioned.
In real time, there you go.
Real
the
time,
smoky
man.
old fashioned. That's my favorite, man.
You know, Marcus is a great guy, man. He really is. Just to let you know, he does have a twin brother too that works here.
Man.
So it's kind of funny when they're both serving at the same time. It really freaks out the tables, and they'll do it on purpose. One will deliver the food, and they'll be like asking, "Oh, let me go tell your server," and they're like a little confused. And then he shows up too, so they make a lot of fun out of it, man.
There you go. And don't forget that Wines Day is going to be coming up here at PF Chang. So remember, Wines Day is half off all bottles of champagne and wine every day on Wednesday, all day. So make sure you check that out.
Man, it really is a good thing, I'll tell you. And if you get some large groups, it makes it so much better. I was talking with some of my friends because in the beginning, they would come out quite a bit and sit there and take advantage of it. And we've had, I guess, a resurgence of some people coming back now. So, you know, if you want to come out, try it out. You know, you get some good food as well. But again, it's just half off bottles, man. You can't beat that. Not anywhere in town. That's for sure.
Yeah. One thing that we're going to get into, Sean, too, is we're going to go ahead and get into, since we had the NFL draft party on Thursday and we weren't able to really talk about that until right now. We're going to get into what your teams did and the letter grades that they gave you each team for the NFL draft. So the Raiders, they got an A, you know. Jets got a B, Cardinals B+, and they go down the line there. We look at the Commanders because I know your boy Greg, when he's a big Commanders fan. Miguelito Saints got a B. The Giants, they're getting better, man. Their team is reloading. They got an A. And the Cowboys, they got an A in their NFL draft with Caleb Downs.
Yeah, man, Caleb Downs, and then getting the Edge Lawrence as well at number 23. I think that was good pickups. I mean, I was really excited to see what they did. And not only that, they've made some moves throughout the, this time away from football. But I mean, I think what I've said in the past is the Cowboys have had great teams. You know, it's just the organization that seems to get in its way. But you know, here I am again, getting excited. Can't wait for that season to start and hoping for the great things to come.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what the Cowboys do. You know, Caleb Downs, they kind of switched places there. They were at 12. They went ahead and made a trade so they could go to 11. Got Caleb Downs. Cowboy fan was excited, including myself, you know, and the Cowboys do need some help on the defensive end. So them going ahead and making 2 selections in the draft and actually getting some help on the line is going to help them a lot when it comes to the regular season, because they need to have some balance. You need to have a decent enough offense, which they have already, but you also need to combine that with the decent defense, because the Cowboys defense, they couldn't stop nobody, you know, and that's a problem, you know, and the offense has looked great. They even went ahead and signed their kicker back, you know?
Yeah.
You got Bailey out there again. So I'm like, you got all these little pieces are lining up for the Cowboys. So much so that there's been some talk, there's been some chatter here. And I'm going to play this. And I mean, we don't really play a lot of things from the first take, you know, but I did like that they were saying that vamos para la Super Bowl again. You know? Let's hear that. And I know Cowboy fans excited.
Conversation, Stephen A. Don't be giggling here. They're in the conversation. They added defense. And what were they away from last year? Defense. They checked the box. I think Caleb Downs is an immediate day one game changer. Malachi Lawrence will be as well. And then they got a linebacker and a corner with their 3 of their next 4 picks. I'll tell you, I don't think the offense was the problem, and they addressed the defense. And Stephen A., you're going to love this guy. Christian Parker, their new defensive coordinator, is 34 years old, is a firebrand. He comes from the Eagles, who were the rivals, and he had a big say in some of these defensive picks. The NFC is wide open. It's not just the Seahawks and the Rams. Yeah, they're in the contender.
There you go. So you know what? The Cowboys got a new defensive coordinator. I'm excited about that. The guy's calling his shots, getting the players that he wants to go ahead and build this Cowboy defense to do one thing, Sean, and that's to be contenders. As a Cowboy fan, I'm excited. What do
I
you
am
say?
too. You know, I honestly, I love the fact that we keep going defense, but I think, you know, we saw the running game, you know, at times, right? But I don't think it was consistent. You know, so I would have liked to sit there and see them get someone on the offensive line as well to sit there and kind of help with that push. I don't think putting up points was necessarily a disadvantage for us. We were able to get some points on the board, and I think that's why they concentrate so much on the defense side. But again, I just think, you know, having a more consistent running game definitely would help the Cowboys out.
And look at that. Somebody wants the Jimmy Johnson drop. All right, you got it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about him? I tell you.
How about them
Jason
Cowboys?
Garcia over here, great Cowboys.
Oh, he's a
Come
Sea
on, man.
Chickens fan. He's a Sea Chickens fan. He likes
Oh,
the Seahawks. So whatever, man.
Nah, much love, man. One thing I always sit there and say, I'm never gonna get upset or be upset with whoever someone cheers for. You know, it's always sometimes family or they grew up in the area. You know, I sit there and I root for my team, and you know, I respect other people for who they root for as well, man.
I always give Jason a hard time, and he gives me a hard time as well. I've known him for quite some time, dude, so I can talk my you know what to him.
We just
It's
get
all
people
good
here in
fun.
San Antonio, though, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I got you. So we're looking forward to seeing what the Cowboys do. When I was over in Houston on the weekend, I was I think I Ross with my daughter or something like that. Well, yeah, I was at Ross. And man, I came around the corner and with my daughter, and I was like, wait a minute, dude. I look at this little end cap that they have. And man, I brought me a brand new Cowboys mug. I showed you the picture of it. Thing's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Only $20, man. And the thing is they had the Cowboys mug out there on that end cap. And they also had the Texans, and they also had the Astros mugs all together, right? You just pick the one you want.
You know,
And when
what's
I went up
crazy?
there and I got the mug, right, the Cowboys mug, and I was looking at it and I picked it, this guy just randomly, he was right around me, and he's like, "You made the right choice, sir." I said, "All right, man." I said, "Puro Picha Cowboy Nation," and he was like, "Yeah." My daughter's like, "Dad, you're so embarrassing, man." I was like, "Hey, man, the Cowboy fan travels well, even in Houston, Texas."
You know,
We
it's
got
crazy
Cowboy
though.
fan.
You could have spent $40 and get one for your boy.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh,
You
yeah.
weren't there, man. Hey, man, I just saw it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pick one up. They probably got them here at the local Ross. I'll go over there and I'll pick up some for all of us. You know, I'll just pick one up for you.
Yeah.
And you know what, Alex? We got to pick one up for Alex. So Alex has a mug for his beer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
If you want to know, you got to come to some of our parties. That's all I got to say.
Alex's
You know,
beer is
and
infamous.
honestly, I mean, we got to sit there and think about what we're going to do. I mean, 3,000 subscribers. We got to do something.
I already told you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to go ahead and request off so I can go over there on the patio, and it's gonna have to be at least 2 weeks from now, so we have time to promote it. And what we're gonna wind up doing, what the plan is we're gonna do a live event, not a live event, but a live show, right, from your patio. We're gonna invite the listeners to come out as we go ahead and do the show live, starting at 10 a.m. And we're gonna make them part of the show as well. You know, we want them to come out on screen and come out, give them an opportunity to get, come out here with me and Mike and you and be able to talk. And, that way it's not just so much on the chat, it's more interactive. And then after we do the show, what we're going to do is we're going to stick around and we're going to have lunch on the patio with the listeners that show up.
Okay, but why don't we take a poll?
Yeah.
We can do it in the morning and it'd be great. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Or we could do it in the evening. We could start it at 6 or 7 and knock out the whole patio and save it for ourselves.
Yeah. Happy hour, you say?
Happy hour. I'll do happy hour prices all night long.
There you go.
Crazy thing is I don't have to sit there and fork out that huge bill for this last one. Because I can comp stuff here, man.
Damn, dude. They got you good.
I got a hose at the event, man.
You got you good. Hey, man.
Good.
I didn't do that to you, man. I paid for my own stuff.
Hey, let's compare tabs. Good Lord.
Jeez.
Holy
man.
crap. I was shocked, man. I was shocked. That's what happens when you sit there and say, just open up the tab.
$40 margarita, bro.
No, I think it was multiple. I was talking with Christian about it, and I think it must have been like 2 or 3. I didn't see that part. I think Greg had said, I think there's a $42 margarita in there. And Christian's like, dude, we don't have a $42 margarita.
Exactly, bro.
Good Lord, man.
My bill was like nothing, man, compared to yours. And I even brought a round of drinks first and everything, and I was like, what happened?
Oh, man. And that was just one of the bills. Then we went upstairs, and I was lucky enough to get another.
Yeah. So that's what happened when you saw your bill?
Shoot, man, damn near fainted. Greg came behind me and was just like, hey, I'll pay for half. I was like, why? I got it. He goes, you haven't seen it yet. And then I looked at it. I was like, oh, wow. I go, you know what? Just get the one upstairs. And so I took care of that one. And we went upstairs. My wife made me buy everyone another round. And I was like, hey, Greg's got it. He goes, no, you get it. I was like, okay, sure.
You should have just waited for me because I followed you guys up there. And I went straight to the bar and I got me a beer. Then what did I get for all the girls?
Remember that, Joe? You were right behind me. You could have pulled the car out. You were right.
What did I do? I went and bought drinks, right, for all the girls, right, for all the ladies. I took care of them. I got a Mexican candy shot.
No, you did, man. Everyone was, man. I'll tell you, man. The event, was great. Definitely didn't have the number we did last time, but this was just like a draft party. I think the next one we have out there would be a lot better in that middle room, maybe. Or we can keep it in the same area because we have the patio as well. It doesn't really matter. I did like the middle room, though.
I still kind of like the other area, the green room is what we call it, because of the patio area, Because we'll tell them to bring out the cigars again next time because everybody seemed to like the cigars.
That was awesome. Sam out there with my boy Manny smoking those cigars. Yeah, Joe, thank you very much for the stickers. You got someone posting that right now.
Rafa, what's up, Rafa? And Rafa, thank you for your stickers as well. He gave me some SAFC stickers. I posted them over here on the fridge, so they're up there with all the other stickers that I have posted on my fridge in the studio here. That's where I keep my beer cold. And you know what? I also keep in there the Ice 44, the vodka that he has. So you know what? We have to go ahead and say happy birthday to who? The Iceman, George Gervin.
I sent a message over to Michael Mitchell Jr. already because as I'm not sure if everyone knows, but that's his godfather. So I made sure I sent that over this morning to him in Soraya.
Yeah. So happy birthday. And this is courtesy of Don Harris here.
To the real Iceman.
Picture. The real Iceman.
There you go.
Real Iceman. Happy birthday to the one and only Iceman.
Yes. What a career he had, man.
Yeah. So we had a lot of fun doing that event, like I said, with the Hard Rock Cafe. And thank you to everyone who showed up. And I knew we weren't going to have the numbers that we had at the 500th episode party. But because we had a fiesta happening downtown.
Come on live too?
Who is it?
It's Sojo.
Hey, how's it going? Hi. Nice to meet her.
Everybody wants to come on the show.
Yeah. Where's my girl Didi at, man? She not working today?
Is Didi working today? They're having a request for Didi right now on the show.
She's at 12.
At 12, she'll be here at 12 o'clock. I think by then,
bro.
We're open already, man. We're open.
You're already open? Got people coming in already.
Nah, we're good out here. Usually the patio will get set, after the first hour or so. But it's a nice day out here.
Yeah. I was going to play a video that I saw Wemby because Wemby was talking about the team and pushing through adversity. And I thought it was very fitting because, as I have said time and time again, I thought that was the Spurs thing that they were going to have to get past, right? Adversity in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So let's hear what Wemby had to say about this.
Yeah.
We need to find the answers, before having our back against the wall. But that also shows us the strength of our team. In adversity, we stick together. We get closer to each other. We feed off of each other's energy. We need to find the answer.
So what do you think he had to say about them going through adversity in the playoffs?
I think we talked about that earlier, just the way they, figure out who's the hot hand. They support each other. They pick each other up. No lies in anything they said.
Yeah. And look at Tony Ornelas. He goes, what are we talking about now? And Greg says, if Tony's going to show up to a live event. Yeah. When's Tony going to show up to a live event? He big times this, man.
I know, man. I was hoping to be out there this time.
Yeah, no, dude. Maybe he'll come out to one of the events. Maybe the next one.
Yeah, Tony.
He'll
Hey,
come out.
nothing but love for you, bro. I've been wanting to meet you for some time, bro. Come out to the next one, man.
Yeah. Look at Tony says Joe loves Didi. I do love Didi. Didi's my girl, man. Every time I go out there to PF Chang's, I always ask for Didi. Didi takes care of me, man.
It's hard not to love Dee Dee, man. She's great with her tables, great presence. She loves what she does, man. She just loves what she does.
At this point, Didi family too, because she was even there from my daughter's wedding. We specifically asked for Didi, and Didi did a marvelous job as well as all the other staff members did as well. You know?
Yeah, that was a great event.
Yeah, it was a great event, and we started the trend, Sean, because we
Yeah.
had my daughter's my
did.
daughter's wedding there, right? Her wedding dinner there. And
Yeah. I think I'm still waiting on Sam to talk to me if he still needs to do something.
yeah, since we've done that, and now you have all these other events happening there on the patio.
I lost my cursor here.
Oh, look at they said Tony and Drew no shows. Will Jimenez be signing the Fox apology form? Probably not. Probably not. And look at Tony says he likes Didi already. He loves Didi already.
What are you doing? You're working too? Hey, come over here real quick.
Who is
Hey,
it?
there's a trip, bro. Hey, can you see me just fine?
Yeah, I
went
can see you fine.
It went on save mode because my battery's running low.
Yeah.
Hey, he's back, guys. He's back.
Is it Marcus? Oh, this is his twin.
That's a twin, bro.
That's his twin. Yeah, I was gonna say he's wearing a red. He's wearing the red.
But you know what? This one's not a Celtics fan.
Oh no. Warriors.
No, man.
Sir.
Sorry, bro.
You want to do some Warriors talk?
No, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, right.
We got against the Warriors.
What's
Nah.
his brother's name? We have Marcus, and what's his brother's name?
Hey, he's got a great name, man.
Sean.
This is Sean.
Sean.
This is my twin.
1.0. 2.0.
How does he spell his name? How do you spell your name?
SEAN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to tell you all apart then. You know, with your names.
Oh, this is your podcast.
Yeah, this is it.
It's pretty cool. What the heck? Where's the
Oh,
chat?
look at that. What about the No Jimenez
Oh,
Beach Bash?
That's crazy.
Oh man, we have our good friend Luis Noriega, Alex's brother. We got to talk about this. You can sit down
Luis
if you want.
Noriega, oh.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so he knows Luis too.
Yeah, I know Luis.
Does he?
Lewis ended up. I got an alert. He's having a birthday party the same weekend for his 50th.
No, really.
Oh, hey, we committed to Joe Garcia already, bro. That's what me and Alex were talking about. All right, we committed to Joe, but I feel really bad because Lewis is such a great guy, man.
Well, why doesn't he come and hang out with us? We're gonna be out there with the No Jimenez Beach Bash.
Oh man, they're gonna have a big bash for him. When you get to know the Noriegas, it's a huge family, man. They do crazy stuff.
I've only met Luis.
Yeah.
Well, the Beach Bash is coming up here soon, Sean. You got to start getting beach body ready, bro.
Beach
It
bash.
is.
Oh man, I gotta gain like 30-40 pounds, man. I'm like a toothpick right now, dude.
So Sean, who do you have going to the conference finals for the West?
Conference finals for the West. I was big on Minnesota, but now I got San Antonio and OKC. Unfortunately, as much as I don't like the Thunder, but I mean, I feel like they're gonna be the two in the conference finals in the West for sure. And at that point, I'm gonna have to go for the Spurs because, I mean, nobody likes OKC. Well, at least
Oh, look at that. Sean, just like his brother, man. His brother said the same thing. Y'all are brothers.
Celtics fan. That's the only thing.
He's a Celtics fan, and you a Warriors fan?
Yes, sir.
No,
Stephen
man.
Curry, man, he's in my top 3 all time. LeBron's out of there. He's on steroids or something, man.
What's the Warriors' name, Sean?
The word
Dub Nation.
Gone.
Go to the stage.
Gone.
Dub
Gone.
Nation.
Hold on. Here you go. Get in there.
Yo, he does not know ball. Steph Curry's garbage. I He's know ball. absolutely terrible.
I know ball.
And I know he's over here talking about Steph Curry. He's not.
No, man. We're making fun of him right now because we're saying we have a saying on the show. So when somebody's team is out, we say, "What's their name?" Gone.
Yeah, I just found that out.
Gone. Or when a guy gets traded or he gets kicked off the team, what's his name? Gone.
Dub Nation.
Like
or
the
Gone
late
Nation?
number 10.
The late number 10.
Yeah.
The
He
late
who
number
shall not
10.
be named.
Yeah, we don't speak his name no
Yeah,
more.
we don't speak his name. That's the number 10. Plays for the Knicks now.
Okay. I have to come show my face so they can see us together. Let me get
Oh,
that.
they're talking. They want to talk about NHL playoffs. I got you. I got you. I don't really watch the NHL playoffs too much, but I know it's exciting, man.
You know, not to change the subject because I don't know anything about NHL. I was watching some of it last night, but I was golfing with Frank Harris, and I sat there and I said, next time you're on the show and Mike is on here, I want you to sit there and ask Mike what he says about talking golf on this channel. He's like, "Oh, I'll have to do that." So see if he'll show his belly. Because what did he say about golf?
What did he say?
We don't talk golf. That's stupid.
No, he said that, and he said baseball. Baseball was stupid.
Yeah, and soccer too. Nobody likes soccer.
Yeah, that was Miguelito. Miguelito said all that.
And what was the date? August 15th, right?
Yeah,
August 15th.
I think it was August 15th or the 18th. Yeah, remind us what the date was, Matt.
It's the 15th. It was the 15th because my birthday's on the 18th. So I was telling you I was going to request that time off so we can go out there and show some love with them.
Yeah, look. Area 210 tournament. Oh, man.
Hey, I've been talking about it, but, and talking with some of these people on how they organize them, it's a process, and it's a lot to do. I'm not saying we can't do it. I just think I would need help if I was going to put that together. One, it's not the hardest part is filling the spots, is getting people to sit there and pay the money to get on to be sponsors. Then you have to fill the rosters and all that stuff. Then you have to go out there and find prizes and giveaways and all this other stuff. So you're talking about like a whole year of putting something together. And I think that's something we can definitely do. It's just going to be a process doing it.
And look, they were saying something here. Or was it? Oh, here it is. Mario Cavazos. Mike will invite Andy Everett to talk golf. No, bro, we are good. Uncle Andy will put you to sleep, man. He will put you to sleep. But the guy's really knowledgeable, though. True, real talk, though. When it comes to golf, man, he has a brain for golf. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, man. Going out there, and so for golf, it's not just okay. You hit the ball, then you hit it again. You get it near the hole, and you put it in the cup, right? There's so many different obstacles that go in there. I mean, boy, the first tee. I'm not going to sit there and say how either one of our rounds went, but the first tee, I blasted one, but a little too far in the fairway, but way too far. So although some of the other guys were a little further back, they had a better shot in. So at that point, I had to sit there and lay up in front of the green, even though I had this wonderful tee shot, because I can't sit there and get over the trees. It's too close.
What do we do this instead? Area 210 putt.
Oh man, no, don't say that.
No,
that's not golf, bro.
Come on, man.
Hey, I will definitely go putt. Like that. Just don't call it golf. That's all I ask. Don't call it golf.
The Area 210 putt tourney, bro. Come on.
Hey, pop stroke or whatever that's called. No, I've done out there. Me and my boys, we like to get together once a week. My golfing once a month. My golfing partners, and just kind of have dinner and go do something fun. So we did go out there. We went to one was a Spurs game. That's when we went on the 5th to go see Detroit play, and the other one we went and did pop stroke, and that was a lot of fun, man. Just going out there, having some drinks, doing some putt. Definitely down for that.
And shout out to my boys, man, LG and Carl. Well, Lawrence, LG is Lawrence, and Carl Schoening. They just had the first episode of their show over on the Ticket 760.
Oh, I need to listen to that, man.
Yeah, the morning drive started at dates from 6 to 8 a.m. LG's, I already talked to LG. He's my boy. With me and Mike will probably make an appearance on his show as well. So that's going to be fun, dude. I look forward to coming out on the radio with LG and Carl.
Look at Mario. Sean, do you ever eat a pimento cheese sandwich and imagine being at the Masters? Not the sandwich, but I do imagine what it'd be like to actually go to the Masters, and it's definitely on the bucket list, man. Definitely on the bucket list.
Hey, this might not be bad either. We're talking about doing golf and maybe putt or something like that. What about bowling?
Yeah, man. I'm down for some bowling. I played in 4 leagues back in the days. So it'd be nice to sit out there and see if I could still go bowling.
Yeah. I look at Mikey Mendez. He's trying to be cute without being cute. Joe, when you all going on Jeff's new show?
Oh wow.
I'm not at odds with Jeff, bro. Like, I don't know what
Yeah.
y'all are talking about, man. Like, I want to invite him on my show, and we'll probably be making an appearance on Jeff's new show. And if you know, Mike's already been on Jeff's new show. So I think you're not watching, Mikey.
Yeah.
Well,
You
what
gotta
about
give
the
love
Area
to
210
people.
bean and cheese taco eating contest? No, we are good. We are good.
That probably won't end well at the end of the night. It'd probably smell a little bad.
Yeah, look at that pickleball. No, man.
I did play in 4 leagues. So the thing is, growing up when I was young, my dad played in a lot of bowling leagues, and we would always get to go to that little room where they lock all the kids in, the little
Yeah.
daycares they had, which they don't do anymore.
Yeah.
And we decided when we were younger that we were going to try and join a league with him, and we did. But we just threw a straight ball, and we were just trying, how can I hit 21 miles per hour? Can I hit 22? Just chunking the ball down there. And about almost halfway through, he taught us how to throw the breaking ball. And then we went to having like the most improved averages, and we ended up winning first, man. I'm just saying, ended up winning first, right? And everyone hated us because they thought we did it on purpose. So the whole thing is calling us sandbaggers. Like, we sat there and we bowled like crap on purpose just to get a high handicap. And the reality was we actually learned how to bowl halfway through, and we had a great season, and we ended up winning. So, shout out to my dad, man. Good coach, I
All
guess.
these guys are all crazy, man. Weenie and eggs, slow pitch softball team.
Hey, if you want to do slow pitch, get with Greg. We had a
Jeez.
team. Greg, how long do we have a team for? I think we started when we were 16, and we ended somewhere like in our early 40s. We had the same team for a lot of years. It broke off and became other teams.
Yeah.
We started as the Young Guns, and then we went to the Tasmanians, from the Tasmanians to the Coyotes. And in between, there was other teams, but Greg was I guess the owner of one of the teams for quite some years in the Coyotes. So we can still put that together.
Hell yeah, dude. You go ahead and put that together. But hey, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and end the show a little early. I got to go ahead, and I'm just getting text messages from work. They want me to go in early, dude. I got to go ahead and help out here at work. So I'm getting called away, man.
You got to make that money. Hey, I thought you were gonna go into the Hard Rock commercial after the talk with them.
Oh yeah. I'll go into the Hard
Let's
Rock
give them some
commercial,
love
man.
before we go.
Yeah. We'll give them some love. The Hard Rock Cafe, San Antonio, is Riverwalk dining at its best. With great scenic views, along with its amazing collection of rock memorabilia, there is something for everyone. Enjoy happy hour weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. with $8 and $10 appetizers, $5 domestic drafts, and $6 craft import drafts at the bar only. Try some of the Hard Rock Cafe's legendary steak burgers, or my personal favorite, such as the grilled salmon or baby back ribs. Make sure to visit the third level and enjoy the DJ as you take in the city skyline. The Hard Rock Cafe is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast. And there you go. Shout out to the Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio. They went ahead and were a gracious host, and they were also, the chat is also powered by PF Chang's La Cantera. But the Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio, they were gracious to host our NFL draft party, which we really appreciated. It was a great time. Great venue, by the way. I mean, it really is. And I'm not just saying that. If you haven't gone to the Hard Rock Cafe in quite some time, you need to go. It's really nice, man, especially when you're coming right off the street level. And we're doing events. So that's where usually they host the events at, in that second level, which is right on the street level there. And they have one room right as you go into the left-hand side. It looks amazing. And then they have the green room as you go further down, right by the patio. Great views of the Riverwalk. We were out there. I mean, the guys were smoking cigars. We're sitting down on the patio right before the NFL draft. And it was just an amazing view, man. We were out there, and they had the river barges going down. They were all fiestaed out. People were singing and dancing on the river barges. The place was popping, man. You had all these places that are all lined up against the Riverwalk, man. They were just having their little, like, they had DJs, they had music. You could just, I mean, it was a great atmosphere. And you need to come out here and experience that. When we have another event at the Hard Rock, y'all need to come out. We always have a good time. But please Don't put the bill on Sean's tab. Don't do that to my boy again, man. Come on.
Hey, and what was the bartender's name? Was it Lilo?
Lilu.
Lilu. Sam's asking, yeah.
Lilu.
And just like when you come over here, man, if you ever go to the Hard Rock Cafe, ask for Christian. If he's not there, just let him know you're here because of the 210 Area 210 podcast, man. They'd love to see y'all there, man. Great group of guys.
Yeah, and shout out to Christian too. Christian was there and he hung out with us for a little bit. That was good to see Christian again. And I don't get to see him enough because he's always busy. And what did he say, Sean? You're on my turf now.
Yeah,
I'm the boss now.
He's the boss over there, man. I'll give him that, man. Christian's a great guy, man. And it's always fun hanging out with all of y'all. But hey, Joe, real quick before you go, man, put a poll out there too. Find out if they'd want to do a show in the early morning or if they'd want to do it here in the patio in late evening. We can have the TVs on. See, we got it on there, so if you can sit there and see it right there. Sit there and see if they'd want to do it later on. It's really nice when it's in the evening. We could do a lot of stuff, and I could put stuff out catering style for y'all.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that out there. I'll put it out on social media, put it on the X, and then go ahead and retweet or tweet it out, retweet it or whatever you want to say. That way we can ask, and then we'll do it on tomorrow's show as well. Because we do it near the end of the show, we're not going to get as much interaction. So we'll do it in the beginning and ask there as well to see what the pulse is, what the fans want to do here. And if they're going to come out, you all got to come out to the PF Chang's La Cantera location when we actually do this live show. That way you can be part of the show. And then again, we're either going to decide, are we going to eat lunch with you guys right afterwards? Or do you want to go ahead and do like a happy hour later on that day? So let us know. We'll go ahead and put the poll out there and you vote. All right. Sir. That's about all the time we have for today's show. We do appreciate you, Sean, for stepping up and coming on the show in the absence of one Miguelito. Miguelito will be back for tomorrow. He'll be here for a bit, but we do got to find a guest to join us tomorrow. So I'll do that as well. Maybe we can get somebody to join us. Maybe I'll get LG or get somebody else to join us tomorrow.
Let me know. I got a couple of guys that are interested now that they got a little taste of it.
All right. Well, we'll see you boys tomorrow. You all be safe. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.